During your hunt for a new product, consider a DeWalt belt sander, Milwaukee belt sander, Ryobi belt sander, or just take a look at the list of top products below to find several suitable options, including a bench sander, mini belt sander, and a hand belt sander. Number 1. WEN 6502T 4.3 amp 4x36 in. Belt and 6 in. Disc sander. The WEN 6502T 2-in-1 belt and disc sander is a benchtop option with a broad, heavy base to prevent the sander from shifting during use. It features a built-in dust collection port that can be connected directly to a dust collection bag or a vacuum for easy workspace cleaning. The belt sander has a wide 4-inch by 36-inch 80 grit sanding belt, while the disc sander comes with a 6-inch 80 grit sanding disc. While the benchtop sander isn't the right choice for sanding tables, chairs, or other large objects, it is an excellent tool for small object tasks, like sanding chair spokes, sharpening metal tools, or even beveled sanding using the support table and removable miter gauge. The table can be tilted from 0 to 45 degrees, while the belt sander can be adjusted from 0 to 90 degrees for horizontal and vertical sanding. Product specs: speed, 1900 fpm and 3600 rpm, power, 4.3 amps, belt size, 4-inch by 36-inch belt and 6-inch by 6-inch disc. Pros: 2-in-1 sander, sturdy iron base to prevent shifting. Includes 80 grit sanding belt and 80 grit sanding disc. Cons: limited mobility due to the power cord and benchtop design. Number 2. WEN 6307 Variable Speed Detailing File Sander. Not every belt sander is designed for broad stroke sanding applications. This detail belt sander by WEN has a very narrow sanding belt that measures just 18 inches long and 0.5 inches wide. The narrow sanding belt is used to get into tight spaces, corners, and gaps where other sanders cannot reach, but it's also intended for detail and finish sanding. The belt is made to pivot up to 55 degrees for optimal positioning, and it features an auto-tracking belt system that does not require tensioning or adjustment. This product operates with a variable speed dial that can be set from 1080 to 1800 fpm. The rapid speed makes this device ideal for creating smooth, finished surfaces, though the narrow sanding belt is not suitable for dealing with larger objects. Product specs: speed, variable speed from 1080 to 1800 fpm, power, 2 amps, belt size, 0.5 inch by 18 inch belt. Pros: rapid belt speed for detail sanding. Narrow belt is easy to maneuver in tight spaces. Auto-tracking belt system requires no tensioning or adjustment. Cons: not suitable for sanding large surfaces. Number 3. Skil 751001 volt 3-inch x 18-inch belt sander. This affordable handheld belt sander is a good choice for larger projects, like sanding down a dresser, working on cabinetry, or refinishing a wooden table. It has a 3-inch by 18-inch 80 grit sanding belt that can operate at up to 1050 fpm. While this is a relatively low belt speed, the 6-amp motor drives the belt with enough power to make it highly effective at sanding thick layers of wood, metal, and even plastic. Users can take advantage of the built-in microfiltration dust collection system to suck up dust and debris while working to keep the area clear and unobscured by sawdust. The on-off trigger lock switch allows the belt sander to remain at top speed without the user needing to grip the trigger. This device also has an auto-tracking system to keep the belt centered on the sander and to prevent the sanding belt from slipping during use. Product specs: speed, 1050 fpm, power, 6 amps, belt size, 3-inch by 18-inch belt. Pros: microfiltration dust collection system. Affordable price. On-off trigger with lock-on button for user convenience. Cons: low belt speed. Number 4. Makita 9903 3 inches by 21 inches belt sander. Consistent power is important while working with a belt sander because if the power cuts out or fluctuates partway through the project, the speed of the belt slows, resulting in uneven patches across the surface of the material. This corded handheld belt sander is the ideal solution, with a powerful 8.8 amp motor and a long 16.4-foot power cord that can be connected to an extension cord for increased range. The auto-tracking belt alignment system helps to prevent the 3-inch by 21-inch sanding belt from slipping during use, while the included dust collection bag serves to keep the area clean and clear of sawdust. Users can also take advantage of the variable speed settings that range from 690 to 1440 fpm for increased control while they work. Product specs. Speed, variable speed from 690 to 1440 fpm. Power, 8.8 amps. Belt size, 3-inch by 21-inch belt. Pros. Powerful 8.8 amp corded performance. Includes a heavy-duty dust collection bag. Auto-tracking belt alignment to keep the belt centered. Cons. Limited portability. Number 5. Metabo HPT Belt Sander. Benchtop belt sanders are great for smaller projects or to work on isolated pieces of a bigger project, but a handheld belt sander, like this Metabo model, is necessary to sand a larger object that cannot reasonably be lifted into position for use with a benchtop sander. The handheld belt sander has a powerful 9-amp motor and a variable speed switch that allows the user to adjust the speed of the sanding belt from 820 to 1475 fpm. To improve control and visibility, the belt sander has a transparent tracking window, which is especially useful when sanding in a tight space, up against a wall, or in a corner where visibility is limited. The sander collects dust in a left-side mounted dust collection bag to help keep the workspace clean and unobscured. However, despite these outstanding highlights, the belt sander is a corded device, which means that the range and portability are limited by the power cord. Product specs. Speed, variable speed from 820 to 1475 fpm. Power, 9 amps. Belt size, 3-inch by 21-inch belt. Pros. Powerful 9-amp motor. Variable speed settings. Built-in tracking windows improve visibility. Cons. Limited range due to corded design.